Welcome.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
So, Jean, congratulations.
Thank you.
Amateur has won the European Union Prize for Literature for Luxembourg, although you've written in German. It's an interesting mix of cultures there, but can you tell me a little bit about how coming from Luxembourg, that culture and that country has maybe influenced your writing?
There are different reasons of writing this book in German. The first reason is that the original story in 1971 was a work we had to do at home in Christmas holiday, and this work was written in German. That was the original story, the original fiction, which is in the center of the book now. But also Luxembourg has 3 languages. It deals with German. The official language is French. Government language. The newspapers are mostly in German, and we speak Luxembourgish in our country. So we have these 3. We deal with these 3 languages at the same time, and we sometimes, at this time, we speak English. But when you are writing, I do it in 2 languages. I do it in Luxembourgish, because it's my home. It's this language where I find the most strongest expression possibilities in it. But since I'm influenced by German too, I want at the same time to deal with this one and to search for expressions and to compare it, and that's what I'm doing actually.
Fabulous, fabulous. Tell me, how do you think winning the European Union Prize for Literature will change things for you?
First of all, it was amazing to have the news. It was simply amazing. I was sitting like on a lemon tree, and I was sitting in front of my screen and writing and thinking about nothing, only my writings. And so there was a phone and telling me that I had won for Luxembourg the European Union Prize for Literature. It was incredible. So for weeks I was on a cloud, but now I'm still. But it continues, and it's a very strong encouragement.
Yes,
to my writing. It's very strong encouragement because I say to myself, well, what you are doing it's not so unuseful. It's done for the community I'm writing for, and it's recognized. That's very strong, and it will certainly change the rhythm of writing. I told one day that I'll be never allowed to stop writing anymore. So go on, and well, I'm proud and I'm satisfied with it.
Good.
What should I do? What should I say more?
No, you should be very proud. And I think one of the interesting things is you've talked about thinking in Luxembourgish and writing in German, but of course what this prize will do is allow your books to be translated into other languages and move to audiences far beyond.
I hope so. I hope so.
How does that feel?
Well, I saw that the audience grew up. Speaking with my editor, he told me that now, of course, more books were sold in Luxembourg, but over the frontiers, I don't know what will happen. Let's see. The next weeks will show us.
Yes.
And I forgot one important influence. Please. I was encouraged writing 10 years ago by my friend Roger Manderscheid, and mentor Roger Manderscheid. He was Luxembourg author. He died last June, and he encouraged me because we were sitting in my room in my library, and we wanted to make a selection of my drawings and my photographs for an exhibition. And when he left, I began writing, and I still am writing.
Wow.
So I dedicate him this prize. Sure, because his influence was the most important on my work. Sure.
And do you still write in the same place?
I still write in the same place, always in my library, but sometimes when the time is good, I go in my garden. Rarely I write in cafes. I have not the time to do so. No. But normally in my library, yes. I have a big library and seeing out to the nature, and that's the best place for me to write. That's the best place.
Sounds very magical. What now that you've won this prize, what's next for you? What are you working on now? What do you plan to do next? You've said you don't think you can stop writing now. So
no, I can't stop anymore. Since 2 years now, I'm 1.5 year, I'm collecting new stories, new short stories. And I'm doing an experience now. I wrote a new short story in German, as this one. And it's finished now, and I'm translating it in Luxembourgish.
Okay.
So
you're going
it's
the
crazy.
other way.
It's crazy, but I'm exploring this way because it's a very interesting way. You discover in your own you discover these two languages at the same time. How do you treat your own home language in order to reflect the same idea and the same theme, but in another way that you did it in German? So, and when it's finished, I propose it to my editor, and he will decide.
And you're not going to publish it in both languages?
He will publish in both languages, yes. In Luxembourg, you read 3 languages. Most people read German and French, and Luxembourg is more and more written. But most people prefer German, prefer French, but more and more people read it in Luxembourg. But it's not easy to read it if you have not.
Of course.
If you are not habituated to do so.
Yeah.
But more and more, I hope so.
Me too. But it sounds very interesting. Thank you very much for spending time with us.
Thank you.